security meet over security breach. Top ministers present. Starting the initiative with the first big breaking news now coming in. Who is the mastermind of the Parliament's security breach? Ladies and gentlemen, it turns out a man who goes by the name of Lalit Jha, based out of Gurugram. In fact, it is he who hosted the 4 other accused, 2 who were nabbed from the very location where we are broadcasting right now from, and the other who happens to be Manoranjan and Sagar. All of them actually met Lalit Jha. Who exactly is this man? How exactly is he associated with an NGO which has now been tracked to the state of West Bengal? In a short while from now, we're also going to play out that reaction coming in from Lalit Jha's partner, who's based out of West Bengal. In fact, it turns out that Lalit Jha was actually staying in Kolkata for about 3 years put together. It was in a rented apartment in Bada Bazar in Kolkata where Lalit Jha was actually staying. My colleague Akil also spoke to his NGO partner who has revealed the entire plot. He says that soon after the ruckus that took place at this very location from where we are broadcasting right now, 2 of them, Neelam and Anmol, who were nabbed from this very location behind me. Lalit Jha, the mastermind, was present. In fact, from this very place where we are currently broadcasting, Lalit Jha was using his mobile phone and filming the ruckus that took place exactly at this particular location. What happens next? Ladies and gentlemen, he sends that video to his NGO partner who's based out of West Bengal. He says, take a look at this particular video safe Rakhna. That WhatsApp conversation has also been accessed by Republic TV. We'll put out those details in a short while from now. Let's try and bring in my colleague Akil, who's going to join us on this broadcast, give you the full details of one, his conversation with the NGO partner, and second, the details that are coming in about his stay in Kolkata. Akil, you spoke to his NGO partner. What is it that is emerging from the investigation so far? Is his NGO partner also under the scanner? And also the WhatsApps that have been accessed by Republic TV, in which it goes on to indicate that Lalit Jha was actually in touch with his NGO partner based out of West Bengal.
Well, Shravan, yes, absolutely. We have been tracking Lalit's kith and kin, and what we have been told by the family members, and we have tried to trace his family members also. But the first thing we have got is the NGO with which Lalit was associated. So there was a West Bengal-based NGO with which Lalit was associated, and we spoke to the founder of that NGO, and Nilaksh is the name of the founder of that NGO, and he said to me in an exclusive interview that Lalit has been associated with him for 3 years, and he has been constantly in touch with him, and both of them met basically in Kolkata itself at an event, and since then they have started working together. And after that, the NGO owner has asserted him to join his firm, and then Lalit onboarded on that NGO. And after that, then they started working together. And initially, Lalit have not been offered any position, and then after that, Lalit was made the secretary of that organization. And when we inquired about the registration process, the NGO founder, the owner of that NGO, has said that we haven't got registered. When we again repeated the question and we tried to inquire again and again, then he said कि हमारे NGO का जो advocate था जिसके थ्रू हमें registration कराना था, उसके घर में कोई death हो गई जिस वजह से हम उसका registration नहीं करा सके. So he kept on dodging that question about the registration process and the funding process, because we also inquired about the funding, from where basically he was getting all those funds to run his organization. And then he kept on dodging it that no, we just work on the social front. We just try to educate tribal kids who have got haven't got access to good education. And when we inquired about the nature, the dynamics of the organization, then he said that we have been just trying to bring out the legacy of Subhash Chandra Bose, and we have been just following his legacy, and we tried to bring more activism. And when we try to catch him through different lenses, through different fronts, when I inquired about him joining the joining his NGO. He said, no, you can't join our NGO because we just work on the activism. When I inquired about him, that I'm a very keen observer and I want to join your NGO as an intern, then he said, no, no, we just work on the activism front. So if you want to do some activism or work, then only you are welcome to join on that front. Yes, Shravan.
Okay. Thank you very much, Akhil, for getting us the latest details. In fact, let's also play out that conversation that my colleague Akhil had with the NGO partner of Lalit Jha, Nilakshay Aich, who's based out of Kolkata, in fact, in West Bengal. And his father says that there is no NGO, but Nilakshay does not really shy away from the fact that he has an association with Lalit Jha. Listen in to what Akhil had to say.
वादी सुभाष सभा से एक ललित झा हैं, वो भी जुड़े हुए हैं, उनको जानते हैं क्या आप?
हाँ, वो हम लोग का मेंबर थे, मतलब हम लोग का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का मेंबर थे।
क्या सेक्रेटरी हैं, क्या है?
हाँ,
सेक्रेटरी हैं क्या? साम्यवादी में सेक्रेटरी हैं क्या?
हाँ, वो हम लोग का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में सेक्रेटरी के पोस्ट में कुछ महीने थे।
हाँ, तो वो क्या मतलब कहाँ, बिहार से हैं वो, कहाँ से हैं?
उन्होंने बोला था वो कोलकाता में रहते हैं, पर और कुछ नहीं बोला। उन्होंने बोला था वो कोलकाता में कहीं पे रहते हैं, मतलब प्रॉपर्ली कहाँ पे, कौन सी जगह पे, वो नहीं बोले थे।
नहीं, लेकिन वो तो बिहार के रहने वाले हैं, मतलब ऐसा तो हमें सुना कि वो बिहार के रहने वाले हैं।
उन्होंने हमको बोला था वो कोलकाता में रहते हैं और हमारे साथ उनका परिचय भी कोलकाता में ही हुआ।
अच्छा, आप उनसे पर्सनली मिले हैं क्या?
हाँ, मैंने उनके साथ अप्रैल के एक इवेंट में सेंट्रल एवेन्यू, कोलकाता के सेंट्रल एवेन्यू इंडियन एसोसिएशन हॉल में एक इवेंट हुआ था, वहाँ पे मिले।
अच्छा, वो किस टाइप के हैं, मतलब एक्टिविस्ट हैं, क्या करते हैं वो, किस तरह का काम करते हैं वो?
उन्होंने बोला था वो सोशल वर्कर है, वो सोशल वर्क करते हैं, बहुत सारे एनजीओ के साथ वो ज्वाइन है। हाँ, तो बस यही बोले थे, कुछ मतलब क्या जॉब करते हैं एंड ऑल, वो सब कभी नहीं बोले। अच्छा,
तो ये जो साम्यवादी है सुभाष सभा है, इसका क्या फंडिंग किधर से होता है, कौन करता है फंड आप लोग को, कैसे करते हैं?
मतलब हम लोग का जो मंथली हम जो पॉकेट मनी एंड ऑल, हम लोग कॉलेज स्टूडेंट है, तो हम लोग का जो पॉकेट मनी एंड ऑल मिलता है, वहाँ से 150 ऐसे करके जुड़ के चलाते हैं।
नहीं, तो ललित झा को अगर सेक्रेटरी बना रखा है आप लोगों ने, और जैसे मैं इस पे देख रहा था इंस्टाग्राम पे, आपके पेज पे लिखा हुआ है साफ कि ललित झा जो है वो सेक्रेटरी हैं आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के, है ना? तो वो किस तरीके से, मतलब उनको पैसा वैसा कैसे देते हैं आप लोग? पेमेंट तो करते होंगे ना, उनकी पेमेंट कैसे जाती है?
नहीं, हम लोग का तो कोई भी पोस्ट बियरर कोई भी पेमेंट नहीं लेते हैं। कम्प्लीटली सोशल वर्क रिगार्डिंग है, तो मतलब कम्प्लीटली कोई भी पोस्ट बियरर को कोई पेमेंट नहीं दिया जाता है।
अच्छा। तो ये जो आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वो मतलब रजिस्टर्ड कहाँ पे है?
रजिस्ट्रेशन प्रोसीड्योर इस दिसंबर में ऑनगोइंग था। अब जो हम लोग का लॉयर थे, उनका कुछ घर में कुछ पर्सनल डेथ हुआ किसी का, इसीलिए वो थोड़ा पोस्टपोन हुआ है।
तो अभी तक रजिस्ट्रेशन भी नहीं हुआ एनजीओ का, ये कह रहे हैं आप?
नहीं, वो ऑनगोइंग था।
अच्छा भाई, ये चीज़ बताइए कि जो ललित झा हैं उनका जो नाम है वो आ गया उसमें सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच में, पार्लियामेंट में सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच हुआ है उसमें आ गया है ना? तो आप कह रहे हैं कि आप उनको जानते हैं?
हाँ, मैं उनको देखा हूँ, परिचय हुआ है, जानता हूँ।
हाँ, आप उनसे मिल भी चुके हैं, तो क्या वो उस तरह के वायलेंट आदमी है? क्या किया उन्होंने, मतलब
इस तरह? उनको देखते हुए मतलब वैसा कुछ भनक तो हमें लगा नहीं, मतलब हम उनको
Well, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, let's make no mistake about the fact that the attempt that was actually made by these individuals cannot be taken very lightly. And what was the real motive? If you really go back through the background of each of these individuals, it goes on to only indicate that there is a larger motive in picture. Tonight, through the investigation that has been done by Republic TV, it's quite clear that the attempt was basically to defame. The attempt was basically to disrupt the proceedings in the Lok Sabha, and more importantly, trying to send across a message. Was it the appropriate manner? This and much more questions that are still being asked. Joining us on this special broadcast on This Is Exclusive is senior BJP parliamentarian Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani. Mr. Jethmalani, thank you so much for joining us on This Is Exclusive tonight. Let me straight away begin by asking you this question. Some of the accused in this particular case have clear leanings. The very fact that they've been participating in the farmers' protest, then you've had several other protests that have taken place at the national capital. There appears to be a clear agenda.
Yeah, I mean, given the background which you just mentioned about their agit-prop activities, right, farm protest and all that, so we know what their connections are, right? We don't want to spell it out because an investigation is pending and we don't want to make any sweeping allegations at this stage. But given their antecedents, you can take an educated guess as to who's involved in this.
Mr. Jethmalani, there is a lot of hue and cry that took place in the parliament today. The Congress party has hit out at the Bharatiya Janata Party, saying that perhaps the Home Minister should make a statement on this entire matter. But on a matter like this, of a huge national security, shouldn't the political parties speak in one voice?
Absolutely, Shaban. I have no doubt that you should not be divisive in this issue. You shouldn't want premature statements from the Home Minister. The Home Minister was not in Delhi when this happened. And the investigation is ongoing. It is, from all accounts, revealing some very useful leads. And there is no point making a Home Minister making a statement in the House based on of an incomplete investigation. All members of parliament, it behoves them, right, not to interrupt the investigation, right, not to politicize this by making it, by politicizing it within the House. Wait at an appropriate stage. I have no doubt that the Home Minister will himself make a statement after he has gathered all the facts. But it is also one of the dangers of making statements that you give leads to people who may be behind this entire attack on Parliament. The four perpetrators are not the only persons, I would imagine. So there is no point saying something which may give leads to people who are actual masterminds of this entire attempt.
Mr. Jethmalani, I would also like to take this opportunity to share with you the investigation that has been done by my team. We've basically been able to piece together the activities of these individuals. And what is shocking is this: the very fact that there was a proper planning that was being done for over 9 months put together. The question that we are asking is that how is it really possible that any of them would have been able to travel all the way from Maharashtra, Karnataka, that too from air tickets? It does appear that someone is really behind it. As a fine legal mind, Mr. Jethmalani, can I then ask you this question? Do you believe that these are only puppets? The larger picture or the person behind it is yet to be unveiled?
I think these are only people who have they are foot soldiers of a dastardly act, right? They are foot soldiers. And the masterminds behind them have to be, by very, very careful investigation, be unearthed. And I think they already will have some clues, given the antecedents of these people, of the four persons who've been apprehended, and one more, I'm told already, right? I think from their antecedents, there are already leads which are being formulated, which have been obtained. And we should wait for the bigger picture. And the bigger picture will certainly, Shaman, I have no doubt, the bigger picture will reveal that this was a concerted conspiracy to disrupt Parliament, right, and to spread terror. This is a terrorist act, make no doubt, make no mistake. Just because it was a smoked cracker, right, it doesn't mean that people were not terrorized. Parliamentarians did feel terrorized when it first happened, and it was meant to send shockwaves throughout the nation. A secure new parliament has been breached. And, if this can happen to legislators, if the legislators of security of legislatures is threatened in this manner, right, the entire country feels apprehensive. So this is a terrorist attack, and we should be very careful. And the masterminds will be unearthed, I have no doubt. Our agencies are on the job and they're very competent. They will find the masterminds, and I have no doubt that it will be a political conspiracy.
Mr. Jethmalani, one final question that I want to ask you as a Rajya Sabha parliamentarian also, because you made a mention of the fact that it does send a shockwave, especially it assumes significance because it happened on the anniversary of the December 13th attack that took place at the parliament, something that none of us would ever forget. What is it that you would finally like to say in terms of the security, within the parliament? As a parliamentarian, what is it that you would like to propose? Because at the end of the day, this is not about any one political party. This is about our nation. This is about the security of our parliament, something that we take immense pride in.
Well, this seems to be motivated by animus against the existing government. It is meant to undermine Modi's, image as being completely on top of the country's security. It's meant for that. Right? It's not surprising that a BJP MP has been compromised. That's also part of the plan. If it had been any other MP, you know what would have happened. But they deliberately chose a BJP MP, right, who was compromised. Through his staff, in all probabilities, the investigating agency will probably have that person who actually got these people to the MP to sign off on their pass. Right? They will probably have that. So this is a very, and as you pointed out, it is the 13th of December. Remember, there's an overseas Khalistani terrorist whose name I'm loath to take, who has threatened that something will happen on the 13th of December. Right? He had earlier issued a threat about a airline hijacking and blowing up plot in the future on the 19th of November. Right? I think somebody has used this statement. Somebody has used this statement to spread that fear, to create a fear that there are forces, right, who are interested in creating this kind of commotion. So to take away the heat from themselves, they've chosen 13th December because it was proclaimed as a prospective date for attack by an outside force. Now, whether the forces within India are acting in concert with forces outside India, or they're using him as a diversionary tactic to cover up the fact that it's an internal plot, I do not know. But the date is sinister, and there are one of these two alternatives.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, for joining us on This Is Exclusive. It's always a pleasure having you on our show. Well, in fact, that was Mr. Mahesh Jethmalani, Rajya Sabha parliamentarian, joining us on this broadcast. Make no mistake of the fact that there is a larger picture which is yet to be unveiled. From what we have been able to piece together, join the dots, it appears that there is an ulterior motive. Someone is actually behind it. Not just Lalit Jha, who appears to be the mastermind who provided the logistical support, but much more than that. But as we actually made a mention of the fact that the very day it was chosen to carry out this act inside the parliament, this was the anniversary of the parliament attack. Back in 2001, when Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists stormed inside this parliament from the gates on the other side, that shook the conscience of the nation. We've lost our brave hearts in that attack that took place. Joining us tonight is also the DIG of the CRPF, who was present when this particular attack took place. We'll try and see if we could quickly go and get in a quick word from him in a short while from now, or perhaps we'll try and connect with him. Let's just see if we can connect with him right now and get in a quick word from him and perhaps get in more details. Sir, if you can hear me, you were present when this dastardly attack that took place inside the parliament. In fact, we're broadcasting live right now from outside the parliament. What really happened yesterday has once again brought in that fear that are we still very vulnerable?
Okay, I can hear you very clearly, but can you hear me also?
Sir, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Okay, okay.
Sir, please go ahead.
I was there when the attack took place on 13 December 2001. I was Joint Director Security, and we killed all the 5 terrorists who were Pakistanis in exactly 11 minutes, and 11 minutes more to complete the whole operation. Now, in this case, I am of the strong opinion that had the security been tight, things would not have happened like this. There, they had come with weapons, they had come in a car, and they were trained, and still they could not make it. Here, these people are untrained, these are just like foot soldiers, and they could do whatever they had done because of laxity on the part of the security. You have to ask something more. I want to add, if you I will add more. Okay, I'll continue.
Let you go.
People have been talking about
here in terms of the Sir, the question that I was actually asking you, because you've been inside, you do understand the security layout. It was a 5-tier security, but despite that, you do have someone going inside, someone who's actually carried out a recce. Would you then say that is there a possibility all of this would have not been done without perhaps some help, some insider role?
Well, whether help is there, insider is there, outsider is there, whatever is there, if the person on duty does his job correctly, rightly, whatever the reason may be, you may say that there were a number of people who were less in number, we could not do that, less in number, we could not do that. There are certain important areas, if they are covered, this could not have happened. See, one more thing is, Parliament estate, which includes Parliament House, Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, Annex Library. This is under the Honorable Speaker, Lok Sabha. The CRPC, the IPC, the Home Minister, the DG of Police, nobody, the Commissioner of Police, they are not responsible. The security of the Parliament, assisted by Delhi Police, CRPF, IB, whichever organization it is, they are responsible for the security of the Parliament House and parliamentarians. This had happened, and they have been stopped time and again. I want to continue.
Right.
Okay. Now,
right.
It is.
Sir, I'm sorry, I'm really running short of time. Sir, my sincere apologies. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear
Mr.
you.
Rao, I'm sorry I had to cut you short. We'll try and get you back on it because we are running a little short of time on this edition, but we'll try and reconnect with you. But thank you very much for putting this into perspective. We'll try and continue with our conversation because as you are also trying to help us understand the security layout inside and where perhaps the agencies may have actually gone wrong. That's all that we could pack at this edition of This Is Exclusive. On the other side, news and updates continue.
Powered by Epson Eco Tank Printers. Join the eco revolution. Co-powered by Philips Smart Wi-Fi LED lights. Smarter generation की smart lights.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Malabar presents Mind Diamond Festival. दिल की वो बातें जो हम बोल नहीं पाते, डायमंड बोलता है. के सारे राज खोलता है जब ये डायमंड बोलता है।
दिल की ऐसी बातों को डायमंड से बुलवाओ। माला बारा।
और आप पाइए डायमंड वैल्यू पे अप टू 25% ऑफ ड्यूरिंग माइंड डायमंड फेस्टिवल।
Sir, is there a wedding?
No.
So, what is all the celebration for?
Tuesday. Mangalwar.
Those who are financially secure enjoy a happier life. So keep growing your happiness. Keep investing. Bandhan Mutual Fund. बढ़ते रहो. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
Whenever I had ice cream or cold water, I would experience a sharp shooting sensation. So I just kept ignoring it. Even my hot chai was giving me the same amount of discomfort. My dentist recommended Sensodyne. So now I can be completely carefree and sip my hot cup of tea. It really works.
औलाद सामने बनके चिंगारियों में पल के मैं बनाऊंगा, उम्मीदों के पंख कंधों पे लगा के मैं बनाऊंगा मैं तो।
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत। AMNS India, smarter steels, brighter futures.
In a journey that defines our dynamic future, Bharat embarks on a mission of shaping a new and determined nation. Witness a journey towards development where turning dreams into reality is not just a possibility but a certainty. Join us on Bharat 2050, where unwavering commitment and self-reliance meet economically brilliant tomorrow.
भारत के नव निर्माण के शिल्पकार हमारे कामगार अब किसी भी परिस्थिति में नहीं है अकेले। हर कदम पर साथ खड़ी है डबल इंजन की सरकार। माननीय मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ की अभिनव पहल विश्वकर्मा श्रम सम्मान योजना हर श्रम साधक को काम और सम्मान दिलाने में निभा रही है उपयोगी भूमिका। शहरी एवं ग्रामीण क्षेत्रों में विभिन्न पारंपरिक कार्यों को चिन्हित कर कारीगरों को मिला निःशुल्क प्रशिक्षण, उन्नत किस्म का टूल किट। प्रशिक्षण अवधि में कारीगरों के परिवार की जीविका प्रभावित न हो, इसके लिए की गई मानदेय की व्यवस्था। विभिन्न बैंकों के माध्यम से कामगारों को उपलब्ध कराया जा रहा है बिना गारंटी लोन। कामगारों के सम्मान के साथ ही ODOP और MSME को बढ़ावा देकर रोजगार सृजन में उपयोगी भूमिका निभा रही है विश्वकर्मा श्रम सम्मान योजना। श्रमिकों का सम्मान, हुनर को नई पहचान।
इन स्मार्ट लाइट से इन्हें मिली एक शांत फील और इन्हें दिखी नई रील्स और इन दीवानों को दिखी अपनी अपनी पार्टी। हैवेल्स, हर लाइट में डिलाइट।
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के विजन को दर्शाता भारत का पहला इंडिया आर्ट आर्किटेक्चर एंड डिजाइन बिनाले 2023, जहां होगा रचनात्मक और कलात्मक निपुणता का अनूठा संगम। 9 से 15 दिसंबर सुबह 10 से शाम 5 बजे लाल किला दिल्ली में रोजाना एक यूनिक थीम भारत की समृद्ध कला को उजागर करेगी। इंटरैक्टिव पैनल डिस्कशंस, पब्लिक आर्ट इंस्टॉलेशंस और वर्कशॉप्स। आइए समृद्ध भारतीय कला का हिस्सा बने। एंट्री फ्री। संस्कृति मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार।
towns, having people that independence, financial independence, what are the sort of efforts that you're putting in at Axis Bank?
The wealth in India, I mean defined as people with, let's say, wealth of over 2 crores and above, is expected to grow 5-fold by 2032. The expectation is that a large part of that wealth will be created in the rural market. So all of us are going and spending a lot of time in some of those markets. Just because you asked about Axis Bank, a couple of years back we actually went and publicly announced to the market that one of the important areas which we want to build as a bank is an area of distinctiveness. We want to be known in the market for being different.
सदन में अराजकता ने फैलाया। बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना है, इसमें कहीं दो मत नहीं है और आपने तुरंत इसका संज्ञान लेते हुए इस मामले की पूरी जांच का जो है आदेश दे दिया है। मैं समझता हूं कि भविष्य में हम सारे सांसद, चाहे वो पक्ष के हों अथवा प्रतिपक्ष के हों, सभी को सावधानी बरतने की आवश्यकता है ताकि जिनको भी हम पास देते हैं ऐसे व्यक्ति को पास न दिया जाए जो जाकर इस प्रकार की अराजक की स्थिति संसद भवन के अंदर पैदा कर दे। यह हम सभी को, केवल सत्ता पक्ष ही नहीं बल्कि दूसरे पक्ष के लोगों को भी यह सावधानी बरतने की जरूरत है।
I hereby name Shri Derek O'Brien. Derek O'Brien is hereby named to leave the house immediately. What are you doing, Mr. Derek O'Brien? You have committed breach of privilege. Mr. Derek O'Brien to leave the house immediately. Mr. Derek O'Brien to leave the house immediately. Mr. Derek O'Brien to leave the house immediately. The house is not in order.
Right now I'm reporting from inside Parliament, and as we can clearly see behind me, a multiple layer of security has been enhanced and updated after yesterday's security breach inside Parliament. I'd like to show you the visuals inside Parliament right now. That's the Makar Dwar and the gate number 1 of the old Parliament building, and in front of me could be seen the Parliament security officials who have made multiple level of security. In fact, the vehicles of parliamentarians will drop the parliamentarians here only. No PA, no visitor are allowed today to avoid the congestion. The entire exercise of decongestion has been done today. In fact, the media persons are also positioned 200 meters away from the Makar Dwar. That's the situation inside Parliament after yesterday's security breach. From inside to outside, multiple security officials from Delhi Police, from paramilitary forces, and inside the Parliament security officials are deployed from gate number 4, 2, 1, 12, and also the Makar Dwar entrance, which is the main entrance from where all the parliamentarians enter the Parliament building. Right now showing you the visuals behind me, as you can see that how this entire area has been security has been put up, and one-on-one security is making ensuring that no media official or no vehicles pass this layer of security which has been put up right now. The officials could be seen, and all the officials are ensuring that the security is heightened inside Parliament. It has happened after yesterday's meeting of all the floor leaders of the parties with Om Birla, with the Speaker Om Birla, where the Speaker ensured about the investigation and also about the security to be enhanced inside Parliament. These are the fresh visuals from inside Parliament of how after yesterday's commotion, this entire security planning has been done thoroughly by the Speaker's office, and also at multiple levels the security has been updated. Each and every pass of the officials who are entering inside is also being thoroughly checked. Harsha Sunwani reporting from Makar Dwar from inside Parliament for Republic TV.
कल की घटना सारे देश देख रही हैं। हमारी तरफ से मांग था, आपने कभी ये सुना कि देश की प्रधानमंत्री या गृह मंत्री इस मुद्दे पे कुछ कहे कल से? ये क्या उचित नहीं है? 2001 साल में जब इस घटना घटी थी, इस तरीके की हमला हुई थी, याद दिला दे हमारे नेत्री मैडम सोनिया गांधी जी कम से कम अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी को फोन पे उनको खैरियत पूछी थी। हमारी वो परंपरा अभी खत्म हो गई।
रोज़ाना देश की बात होते हैं, देश की सुरक्षा, देश की ताकत, हमें मिसाइल दिखाना जाते हैं, बहुत कुछ दिखाए जाते हैं, लेकिन अंदर अंदर कितने खोखला हो गए हैं देश की सुरक्षा, ये क्या चिंता के विषय नहीं है हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी को? नया सदन बनाते हुए, सिंगल लाते हुए कितने बड़ी बड़ी बात कही गए थे। अरे कम से कम ये तो कहे कि हमारा सदन में ये जो हमला हुई, मैं निंदा करता हूँ, कहीं अगर सुरक्षा की चूक हो तो मैं इसको निगरानी करते हुए, सारे निरीक्षण करते हुए मैं इसे सुधार लेंगे। ये कहने में क्या आसमान टूट पड़ती है? आप देशवासियों को कहते हैं कि मोदी की गारंटी, तो लोग भी ये कहेंगे कि मोदी मतलब मुश्किल है, और क्या? मोदी की गारंटी के बदले मोदी मतलब मुश्किल हो गए। जल्दबाजी में सारे पुराने भवन को छोड़ के नया भवन, नया संसद भवन, कितने सारे ख्वाब दिए, पूछो क्या हालत हुई आज। कोई भी कूद जा सकते। अब ये ब्यौरा देते हैं राजनाथ सिंह जी, पिछले जमाने में हुई थी, तो नया जमाने में क्या हुआ? आप कहते कि नए इंडिया, और जब आपकी कोई जवाब नहीं आता तो कहते कि पिछले जमाने में हुई थी।
We want Parliament is for discussion. Parliament is being security breach has happened. BJP MP has given the access for them for passes to enter into the Parliament. We are asking Home Minister Amit Shah to make a statement. What is wrong in it?
Sir, continuously, one more thing I want to ask you, that the BJP leaders are saying that Congress is giving the political color to this entire incident. They should not give a political color, and this entire security comes under Lok Sabha Speaker. It's the prerogative of the Speaker, not the HM. They are stating this. What do you want to respond to them?
It's an intelligence failure. Speaker doesn't have the intelligence. We have to understand that Delhi police and the intelligence agency's failure, that is directly under Mr. Amit Shah. He is responsible, and they can't protect Mr. Amit Shah from the truth.
देखिए, इतना बड़ा वाकया हो गया देश के लिए। हिंदुस्तान की सबसे बड़ी पंचायत की सिक्योरिटी में इतनी बड़ी सेंध लग गई। क्या हम सांसदों की जिंदगी इतनी सस्ती है कि उसको इतना लाइटली लिया जाए? होम मिनिस्टर साहब को आना चाहिए, अपना स्टेटमेंट देना चाहिए, क्या कर रहे हैं, क्यों कर रहे हैं, और थ्रेट होने के बाद भी ये वाकया हो गया। कौन जिम्मेदार है? कोई तो जिम्मेदारी ले अपनी।
लेकिन लगातार बीजेपी ये कह रही है कि पॉलिटिकल रंग देने की, राजनीतिक रंग देने की कोशिश की जा रही है विपक्ष द्वारा इस पूरे मुद्दे को। इस मामले में ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, और जो 6 अरेस्ट हुए हैं उनके ऊपर यूएपीए के तहत कार्रवाई भी हो रही है। ये मामला लोकसभा अध्यक्ष के प्रेरोगेटिव का है, ना कि एचएम का, ये कहना है बीजेपी नेता।
सवाल यूएपीए का नहीं है। हमारी सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस किसके अंडर में आती हैं? दिल्ली पुलिस किसके अंडर में आती है? सवाल इस बात का कि सिक्योरिटी सेंध कैसे लग गई, क्यों लग गई? लोकसभा अध्यक्ष जिम्मेदार नहीं है सिक्योरिटी के लिए।
लेकिन राजनीतिक रंग देने की कोशिश की जा रही है, लगातार ये बात कही जा रही है आप लोगों के लिए, विपक्ष के लिए।
क्यों? इसमें राजनीतिक रंग क्या है? अगर हम ये कह रहे हैं, अगर खुदा ना खास्ता इतना RDX उनके पास होता जितना कि वो था, तो पूरी पार्लियामेंट उड़ जाती।
कांग्रेस के लिए बीजेपी एमपी को सस्पेंड किया जाए, ये भी आप लोग की मांग अंदर सुनने को मिली लोकसभा में।
हाँ, उनकी भी जिम्मेदारी है कि क्यों नहीं ऐसी देखभाल के देना चाहिए था। वो भी एक्सप्लेन करें कि क्यों दिया उन्होंने पास।
सुबह से जो सुरक्षा व्यवस्था आपको देखने को मिली है पार्लियामेंट के अंदर, क्या उससे अब सारी राजनीतिक दल, अपोजिशन पार्टी का संतुष्ट है?
देखिए, ये पार्लियामेंट जो नई बनी है, इसमें आप पूरी सुरक्षा दे ही नहीं सकते। इसमें सुरक्षा का कोई ध्यान नहीं रखा गया। जो हमारी दर्शक दीर्घा है वो इतनी नीची है कि अगर एक आदमी लटक के आपसे नीचे से हाथ भी मिला सकता है, तो इसमें है ही नहीं ऐसा। इसमें सिक्योरिटी के सर्किल होने चाहिए थे, जैसे पुरानी पार्लियामेंट में है कि 3 सर्किल हैं, पहले में, दूसरे में, फिर तीसरी लॉबी में जाने के बाद आप पार्लियामेंट के अंदर एंटर होते हैं। यहाँ तो डायरेक्ट है, डायरेक्ट आदमी जा सकता।
तो अब क्या डिमांड, तो अब क्या मांग है अपोजिशन नेताओं की? क्योंकि लगातार लोकसभा या राज्यसभा सुबह से कोई भी सदन चल नहीं पा रही है, लगातार डिमांड हो रही है, रकस देखने को मिल रहा है।
देखिए, आप खुद जानती हैं कि इतना बड़ा एक वाकया हो गया। डिमांड हमारी यही है कि हमारी सिक्योरिटी बहुत टाइट की जाए, और जो भी जिम्मेदार है उसमें, मंत्री से लेके संतरी तक, उन सबको आइडेंटिफाई किया जाए, और उनको अगर वो जिम्मेदार हैं तो रिजाइन।
Powered by Epson Eco Tank Printers. Join the eco revolution. Co-powered by Philips Smart Wi-Fi LED lights. Smarter generation की smart lights.
Keep it wild. The new Sonnet.
Kia, movement that inspires.
लेकिन हमने तो एकदम सॉलिड टीएमटी बार लगाया है।
लुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार जंग से न माने हार और मजबूती बेशुमार। लुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार है बिल्कुल रेडी।
केंट से पानी होता है 100% प्योर।
केंट आरओ प्योरिटी दिखाता भी है।
केंट देता है सबसे शुद्ध पानी।
हमारे देश को आजाद हुए 76 साल हो गए, लेकिन कई चीजों में हमको अभी आजादी नहीं मिली। जैसे कि सरकारी दफ्तरों में दुश्वारियां, परेशानियां, बदइंतजामियां। हमारे शहीदों को इस बात की कतई चिंता नहीं थी कि देश को आजादी मिलेगी या ना, लेकिन उनको एक बात की चिंता थी कि आजादी के बाद देश कौन से हाथों में जाएगा, देश के हालात क्या होंगे। हमने आजादी की जंग इसलिए लड़ी थी ताकि हमारी आने वाली पीढ़ियों की जिंदगी आसान हो सके, ना कि इसलिए कि वो जगह जगह पर सरकारी दफ्तरों में धक्के खाएं, परेशानियों का सामना करना पड़े। अगर जंग सबने इकट्ठे होकर लड़ी थी आजादी की, तो फिर सुख सहूलतें भी सबको इकट्ठी मिलनी चाहिए। हम तो शहीदों के पांव की मिट्टी के एक धूल के तिनके के बराबर भी नहीं है, लेकिन ये बसंती रंग की पग शहीदों के सपनों और इरादों की हमें याद दिलाती रहती है कि हमारे देश में आम लोगों के सिर्फ दिन रात नहीं, हालात बदलने चाहिए। चुनाव के समय हम लोगों के पास जा सकते हैं, तो चुनाव के बाद सरकार बनती है, तो सरकार बनने के बाद भी सरकारों को जनता के पास जाना चाहिए, ना कि जनता सरकारी दफ्तरों में खज्जल खुआर हो। यही आजादी के असली मायने हैं। शहीद आजम सरदार भगत सिंह जी के सपनों को साकार करने के लिए पंजाब सरकार ने फैसला किया है कि पंजाब के लोगों को अब सरकारी दफ्तरों के चक्कर नहीं लगाने पड़ेंगे, बल्कि सरकारी दफ्तर खुद चल के लोगों के घर पर आएंगे।
अब सरकारी दफ्तरों के चक्कर काटने की जरूरत नहीं, बस डायल करें 1076 और सरकारी सुविधाएं अपने घर पर ही पाएं। पंजाब की भगवंत मान सरकार आपके द्वार।
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.
The perfect pulao. My Usha rice cooker does it just like that. Aha, it's ready already. Usha, the perfect rice cooker. See my favorite dishes at ushacook.com.
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, महिलाओं के लिए धुआं मुक्त रसोई। प्रधानमंत्री उज्ज्वला योजना के तहत 10 करोड़ गैस कनेक्शन। हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
जामनगर की भट्ट फैमिली को तारे देखना पसंद है, जम्मू की भट्ट फैमिली को सितारे देखना पसंद है। फैमिलीज जितनी भी सेम लगे, होती अलग है। इसलिए नया वीमैक्स पोस्टपेड जो दे हर फैमिली को उनकी पसंद की चॉइसेस, जैसे ईज माई ट्रिप, Amazon Prime एंड मोर। वीमैक्स पोस्टपेड, चूज व्हाट यू वांट टू यूज।
So India and Switzerland actually unites a friendship for 75 years. So we were among the first to sign a friendship agreement with India. And of course, we're all interested in business and we look at the bottom line. But I would underline that for us, that friendship actually also has great value. And I really, I must say, I feel very honored because I get that same sense of friendship and respect by Minister Goyal. And so that also gave us an extra push, knowing that we're celebrating 75 years of friendship. Geopolitics are changing our world more rapidly so. I think it's geopolitics on one side, but we're also now all of a sudden waking up to a world in polycrisis. I mean, I have to tell you, I'm of that generation which profited the most of the peace dividend in Europe.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
What you're missing on the inside is waiting for you out there. Write the missing part of your story. The new Safari. Reclaim your life.
बादलों पे चल के हवाओं से मिलके मैं बनाऊंगा हौसलों को कस के तूफानों से लड़के मैं बनाऊंगा मैं
स्किल, स्टील और दिल से बन रहा है भारत. AMNS India. Smarter steels, brighter futures.
Government of India launched the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana in 2016. It's a revolutionary and one-of-its-kind scheme that aims to provide free LPG connections to households living below the poverty line.
साथियों, ये काम सिर्फ कनेक्शन देने भर तक सीमित नहीं था. इसके लिए और भी व्यापक प्रबंध किए गए, होलिस्टिक तरीके से काम किया गया. एक बहुत बड़ा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इसके लिए जरूरी था, जिसको बहुत ही कम समय में तैयार किया गया.
सिलेंडर से ये फायदा, धुआं नहीं होता, समय पे काम हो जाता है, और कहीं जाना होता है तो वहाँ भी चले जाते हैं हम. कुछ काम करना होता है, मेहनत मजदूरी वो भी कर लेते हैं हम. सब काम हमें समय पे हो जाते हैं, दिक्कत नहीं होती हमें अब आने जाने की कहीं भी.
In a journey that defines our dynamic future, Bharat embarks on a mission of shaping a new and determined nation. Witness a journey towards development where turning dreams into reality is not just a possibility but a certainty. Join us on Bharat 2050, where unwavering commitment and self-reliance meet economically brilliant tomorrow.
Experience a new Verilux progressive lens designed with artificial intelligence so it can predict your natural eye movement. Verilux XR series for instantly sharp vision in motion and seamless transitions from near to far. Verilux by Essilor.
Sir, is there a wedding? No. So, what is all the celebration for? Tuesday. Mangalwar.
Those who are financially secure enjoy a happier life. So keep growing your happiness. Keep investing. Bandhan Mutual Fund. बढ़ते रहो. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.
लेकिन हमने तो एकदम सॉलिड टीएमटी बार लगाया है.
मतलब लूंटा स्टील TMT बार. जंग से न माने हार और मजबूती बेशुमार. लूंटा स्टील TMT बार है बिल्कुल रेडी.
समय पर एडवांस टैक्स भरना है जरूरी, क्योंकि इससे होती है विकसित भारत के निर्माण की जरूरत पूरी.
विकसित देश का लक्ष्य हासिल करने के लिए हर भारतीय का योगदान अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है.
आपका एडवांस टैक्स देश के बुनियादी ढांचे को मजबूत बनाने, शिक्षा, सामाजिक योजनाएं व देश की सुरक्षा और स्पेस कार्यक्रम जैसे महत्वपूर्ण कार्यों को अंजाम देने में काम आता है.
तो फिर अपनी एडवांस टैक्स की जिम्मेदारी समय पर पूरी करें.
याद रखिए, वित्तीय वर्ष 2023-24 के लिए 75% टोटल पेएबल एडवांस टैक्स का भुगतान 15 दिसंबर 2023 तक किया जाना चाहिए.
कंपनीज, कॉर्पोरेट्स या फिर सैलरीड एम्प्लॉइज जिनकी TDS या TCS कटने के बाद भी कर देयता 10,000 रुपए या उससे अधिक है तो फिर एडवांस टैक्स देना आवश्यक है। प्रत्येक आयकर दाता एक राष्ट्र निर्माता।
Not just med vadas, my special vadas. The secret? My Usha Wet Grinder. See my favorite dishes at ushacook.com.
The sort of acts that you're talking about in relation to Hindu temples as seriously as we would take any act in relation to any religious element in our society. And we have a lot of experience of dealing with this. And our police and intelligence and multicultural agencies and state authorities are deeply focused on this. And you've perhaps seen that in our country, this has not spilt over into anything truly troubling or serious. And that's not entirely coincidental. That's in large measure because we take it seriously.
Malabar presents Mind Diamond Festival.
दिल की वो बातें जो हम बोल नहीं पाते,
डायमंड बोलता है। दिल के सारे राज खोलता है जब ये डायमंड बोलता है।
दिल की ऐसी बातों को डायमंड से बुलवाओ। मलाबार आओ।
और अब पाइए डायमंड वैल्यू पे अप टू 25% ऑफ ड्यूरिंग माइंड डायमंड फेस्टिवल।
मोदी सरकार की गारंटी, सबका अपने पक्के घर का सपना होगा पूरा। 4 करोड़ पक्के घरों का निर्माण, हमारा संकल्प विकसित भारत।
कितना आसान है हमारे लिए एक नजर में सोच लेना कि वो असमर्थ है, जबकि उनका जुनून, उनकी हर जीत ये बताती है कि वो कितने समर्थ हैं। शान से उठे सर को पता है वो कितने समर्थ हैं। जीत पर गूंज रहे राष्ट्रगान के हर शब्द को पता है वो कितने समर्थ हैं। पानी की गहराइयों को पता है वो कितने समर्थ हैं। हर रुकी नजर को पता है कि वो कितने समर्थ हैं। हर निशाने को पता है वो कितने समर्थ हैं। चलो इनकी मिसाल से दुनिया की सोच बदले। चलो एक ऐसी दुनिया बनाए जहां ये अपने ख्वाब को खुद पूरा कर पाए। समर्थ बाय हंड्रे, मंजिल उनकी, साथ हमारा। इस पहल के साथ जुड़े hungry.co.in पर लॉग इन करें।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कर आता है। आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
In a journey that defines our dynamic future, Bharat embarks on a mission of shaping a new and determined nation. Witness a journey towards development where turning dreams into reality is not just a possibility but a certainty. Join us on Bharat 2050, where unwavering commitment and self-reliance meet economically brilliant tomorrow.
हमारे देश को आजाद हुए 76 साल हो गए, लेकिन कई चीजों में हमको अभी आजादी नहीं मिली। जैसे कि सरकारी दफ्तरों में दुश्वारियां, परेशानियां, बदइंतजामियां। हमारे शहीदों को इस बात की कतई चिंता नहीं थी कि देश को आजादी मिलेगी या ना, लेकिन उनको एक बात की चिंता थी कि आजादी के बाद देश कौन से हाथों में जाएगा, देश के हालात क्या होंगे। हमने आजादी की जंग इसलिए लड़ी थी ताकि हमारी आने वाली पीढ़ियों की जिंदगी आसान हो सके, ना कि इसलिए कि वो जगह जगह पर सरकारी दफ्तरों में धक्के खाएं, परेशानियों का सामना करना पड़े। अगर जंग सबने इकट्ठे होकर लड़ी थी आजादी की, तो फिर सुख सहूलतें भी सबको इकट्ठी मिलनी चाहिए। हम तो शहीदों के पांव की मिट्टी के एक धूल के तिनके के बराबर भी नहीं है, लेकिन ये बसंती रंग की पग शहीदों के सपनों और इरादों की हमें याद दिलाती रहती है कि हमारे देश में आम लोगों के सिर्फ दिन रात नहीं, हालात बदलने चाहिए। चुनाव के समय हम लोगों के पास जा सकते हैं, तो चुनाव के बाद सरकार बनती है, तो सरकार बनने के बाद भी सरकारों को जनता के पास जाना चाहिए, ना कि जनता सरकारी दफ्तरों में खज्जल खुआर हो। यही आजादी के असली मायने हैं। शहीद आजम सरदार भगत सिंह जी के सपनों को साकार करने के लिए पंजाब सरकार ने फैसला किया है कि पंजाब के लोगों को अब सरकारी दफ्तरों के चक्कर नहीं लगाने पड़ेंगे, बल्कि सरकारी दफ्तर खुद चल के लोगों के घर पर आएंगे।
अब सरकारी दफ्तरों के चक्कर काटने की जरूरत नहीं, बस डायल करें 1076 और सरकारी सुविधाएं अपने घर पर ही पाएं। पंजाब की भगवंत मान सरकार आपके द्वार।
It's going to be hot, sizzling, and really crispy. My Usha OTG cooks to perfection. See my favorite dishes at ushacook.com.
Good evening and welcome, friends. This Thursday, 7 p.m. Biggest story tonight. Massive developments taking place in the Parliament mischief or attack that happened yesterday by a bunch of youngsters from Mysuru to Lucknow to Jind. But then it seems there is a common thread of conspiracy which brought them together. Police is trying to find out whether this was backed by some major inimical anti-India forces. We'll focus on that, as also another very important development coming in from the Allahabad High Court, which has decided that like in the case of Kashi, so in the case of Mathura Krishna Janmabhoomi, there should be a court-monitored court commissioner investigation. We'll focus on that with one of the petitioners, main petitioners